set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now running right through him. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Great 15, great 15.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. Come on now.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Come up the ball hard. Hey, watch. Shorty, shorty, shorty. Black, black, come on. Hey, stash.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Right there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 81.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bobby Wagner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Great 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Hey, stash.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Try it. Green 80. 12.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wilson out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good on him, too.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
You got trips. You got 3.
Sight. Blue 80. Gun. Saturday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Sight. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 down. Sight. Green 80.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
On the
and last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here, Black, come on. Run. Lion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
81.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
81.
Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw, it's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Spot that. Shot! Move the team!
A 2nd down carry for Procise. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield.
Come on, let's go.
I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs
19.
and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. The Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Check 50, check 50.
On 1st down, Procise. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go get it right
2
here.
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Try it. 380. 5 down. Stand up. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ninety-five.
Out of the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. J.D. McKissick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Baby! Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Let's get
The
it.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Fair.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On 1st down, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Black.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Wentz to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi from 6 yards away. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch right.
Right. Green 80.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Congratulations to the person seated in section 21, row 11, seat 11. You're the lucky winner of the car. Please stand by.
Green 80.
I got him.
14.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
19.
You're taking charge.
They run again with Carson. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, baby.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. They're pretty successful in this game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Slide. Blue 80. Hey.
Stand up in.
They'll go again with McKissick. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Slide. Blue 15.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 68 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
There. Shot, lady.
Wilson gets it precise on the delay. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shotgun. Shot, green 80. 14.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hey, 4 down.
And they take a knee. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Check. 4 down, 4 down.
And they will take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tight, double tight.
Shotgun.
Even. 4 down, even.
Tight.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
4 down, 4 down.
Tight. Lady.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. I got you.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it to Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tight right. 4 down.
Shorty. Run.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And an alley to run.
Man, I got you.
Space to run past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, 34 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nowhere.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Shut down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they get the football. They'll It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough.
Trips over here. That's overload.
81.
26.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
82.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be first and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check 31. Check.
Porky, 82, Porky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz going to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are. But on third and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are. And that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
He can run for it, and he will. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at the 45.
Wait, 20.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the back.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Single, slot.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
Hang in there now. Black, come on. Hey, Stat.
Wentz to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough fourth-down situation.
Now Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Blue! Wait, 20! Wait, 80!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he's a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Ozzy! Stop! Sugar!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! 31!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Brady to Hogan for a big one. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside 31. The 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20.
They'll turn to the shell as they go back to the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
Or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Wait, set. Green 80.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Gronkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Eagles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Please.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Come on now.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
81. Gold.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this 1st half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Black, come on.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Black.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And now out come the Patriots. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st down, Brady. This is White on the screen. Oh, a heck of a move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Watch tight.
Wait.
Tight end right.
Regular. Wait.
On 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Wide! Blue 20! White 20! Rip!
4 down.
Wait, 10!
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
29! Alpha!
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
White 20!
They'll run it out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go!
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hey, gold 66.
Watch number 2.
Sugar.
12.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett from 13 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Black, black.
We got 3.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Black, black.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Black, black.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
54.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
White 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Start on the right. Blue 20.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett.
Get ready.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Goal, goal. Here, shift.
Mike 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Wait, 20. Wait, 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete.
Let's go.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Brady now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Trying to force it into Edelman there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here we go.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch that end.
Rip.
That end's right.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Ozzie.
To throw again. Brady. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Alpha.
Now Brady again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Wait, 20. Green 80. Woo!
Right there.
Some.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, That really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7.
72.
It's 1st and 10. The give, this is Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Orange! Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. On the right side by Dorsen. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw is Brady. Over the middle, Dorset. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Right! Check it!
Odd, 5 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gronkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Shorty!
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. That running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. 31.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 28-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards.
3 down.
On 1st down, Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Wentz. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, guys.
They hand off to their big tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, they go with a tight end carry, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert taking it in from a yard out, and the Eagles get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, a slow clap on me.
not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And while it's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Sugar. Like 20.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Like 20. Like 20. Ozzy.
Shotgun now for Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
Let's get it.
53, Linda! Blue 20!
On the ground is Michelle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And it's Michelle once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 16.
White 20! White 20!
Operating from the gun. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Sugar, sugar!
3 down, 3 down.
Regular.
Check. 3 down.
Mike's right!
Hey, alert 3.
White wicket!
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Odd. 5.
Blue 20! White 20!
Now Michelle. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go!
Double tight. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
On the ground, Michelle. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Double tight.
31!
Odd.
White 20! Wide 80!
Switch.
We take!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.